Up, everybody? Of course, Nikki Bougie here in a very disclosed location, audio only. That's how it's been for a minute. So I'm gonna keep it that way because y'all don't deserve to see me tonight. No, I'm just playing. Dreon Santana in the building as well. Of course, this is NXT Uncut in the Den, baby.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing at everyone who is commenting on what I put on Twitter about how I wanted Dragunov to. I wouldn't mind Dragunov pinning me like he did. So the
Oh,
people going crazy on their under my tweet. But of
yeah,
course, I
yes.
mean, listen, this is NXT Uncut. I just had to start it off a little bit with being a little uncut on Twitter about the way
Yeah.
Dragunov can Dijak, just so you guys can come here and see that I really mean what I say. But yes, this is NXT Uncut on your Tuesday nights here in the Shakers Den, brought to you by Better Ground Podcast. The Salt Shakers are here in the building to talk about NXT. But before we do get into NXT, of course, Vengeance Day happened on Sunday.
Yeah.
We did not have a post show, but we can chat about a little bit about it before we kind of dive into the show. Nikki, how did you being there?
Yeah.
How was it?
It
You
was
know,
great. I know a lot of people were saying that they weren't that impressed, but
mhm,
I think we become biased if we go to the show.
right?
So that's fair. I do think that it was much better in person than watching it. The card was great. Wolf Dogs got their victory like I said they would.
Mhm.
After the show, I got to meet Lyra, so that was awesome. And she retained. Lola Vice clowned her ass, clowned herself, to be honest. And of course, we'll get into that a little later. But overall, it was great. And there were some moments like I really wasn't interested in Dijak and Gacy, and then Dragon Lee and Yuba, their match. It was good, but there was a lot of stuff that um, the way that they had FN Bank, you can't see the
Mhm.
top. So you
Oh
couldn't,
wow!
there was something blocked from where if you're sitting in a certain way, it
Like
was
you can see the
blocked. So we
screen and
were kind of like,
everything.
yeah, like it's that thing,
Oh,
that
yeah.
circle thing. Yeah, so it was kind of
Wow.
blocking a little bit. So we didn't get to see as much. But Trick and man, I wish people who weren't there could have heard the roaring in the atmosphere, because when I say Trick and Dragunov, they went off. But the tag team match, the opener, was definitely my match of the night,
Hmm.
100%. But yeah, it was good. It was really good. 10 out of 10 for me because I was there live. But I'm gonna be biased because,
Right.
like I said, I sat in a corner, had my title sitting up. G shit
Hmm.
only.
Yeah, VIP section.
Boss shit. Tony Khan take notes. But you know, it was cool, and it was a great distraction from all the bullshit that happened with you know The Rock and all that shit. Now I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this respectfully. I'm really done commenting on the whole Cody and Rock shit. But if you want to know what we said, you got to check out Monday Night Raw versus SmackDown. SmackDown did
Mhm.
take home the victory and probably will until we finish the road to WrestleMania. And we also were joined by Stephanie from Hardy Podcast, Hardy Wrestling Podcast. So that was great. But yeah, it was good. What did you think? Watching it from home.
From home, it was way better than I expected it to be. In regards to the match card wise, I know we kind of had a discussion about how I kind of felt like, okay. I Same thing like Joe Gacy and Dijak. I wasn't too invested. They had some little fun spots. The whole him falling on face first on the Legos on the table, and stuff like that, and Joe Gacy being Bray Wyatt and Kevin Owens mixing all of that. With Oba and Dragon Lee did the best that he could. But Oba is a powerhouse, and that man is really getting that. He's really getting a really really good treatment as champion. Being someone who's like new within the company and everything in a sense. So shout out to Oba. I mean, Of course, we know how the opening match went. Okay, cool. All right. I mean, I knew for a fact that Trick and Mello was not going to win. Like, if
Right.
they did, cool. But I knew that they weren't because, I mean, especially with what happened at the end of the show with Mello finally turning on Trick. Okay, you
But you
guys,
was
we're
happy about
right,
that.
huh?
I said I know you was happy about that.
Listen, I was like, look, y'all got what y'all wanted. Everybody, oh my god, I knew, like, come on now, like, I don't think nobody needs a victory lap or a pat on the back just say they got something right because come on now, we kind of already knew or whatever. I just chose to be delusional because that's my man. I'm gonna stick beside him like I am now. So we get into what took place tonight, in a sense for, of course, NXT. And I mean, of course, we started off with Mello coming out, and well, he came out there. He was going to explain himself, but because y'all didn't know how to shut the fuck up and stop talking, and y'all was like, F you, Mello, and why Mello, and blah, blah, all this and that, he was like, you know what? I'm going to just wait. Point blank, period. I'm going to just wait because y'all don't deserve my time right now. And that's exactly what he did. He waited a little bit later on until he felt like it was the right time to tell y'all why he did what he did. Um, and I mean, that's on that. But of course, we get into the celebration for Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin because they are the winners of the Dusty Road Tag Team Classic. And they let it be known that they are looking for a tag team goal and that the family needs to watch out because they're coming for those titles, which, you know, they seem to be, of course, like I said, a very oddly pair, but they do work really, really well together. I will give them that.
Yeah, they look good together too, and they have this like big ego.
Mm-hmm.
And I know
One
people
trying to
are
fuck
like,
over the other.
it's Black History Month.
Mm-hmm.
Mello and Trick should have won. I don't disagree. I just don't think that they were the better team, and that's okay.
Right.
That's okay. They have a bigger story. Braun and Baron Corbin deserve to win this and to get the spotlight. And Corbin's in the best run of his life at
Mm-hmm.
this moment. So me being a huge Corbin fan, always have been. I'm excited. I don't, like
We like it.
whoop dogs, baby. Get us some merge. We need some merge,
They
baby.
might. Because I mean, Braun is really pushing this Wolf Dogs thing.
Hmm.
He really is. Baron is
It
like,
should be DAWGS though, like dog,
yeah, yeah,
not
like
dogs,
DOG, but like
like dogs,
DAWG, like
like dog. How we say it down here, not dogs.
Oh,
We say dog. We say
you
dogs.
me then.
I'm just saying, y'all got that, Midwest up north kind of
Excuse me.
dogs,
Like,
dogs,
dang.
dogs. They got the
Okay,
little
dogs.
bugs,
Dogs.
dogs.
Listen. I can't. Here's the thing, right? I'm a mixture of both, so I can be a dog and I can
That's
be a
fair.
dog. Like I got,
Wow.
I can be either one.
That's
You
fair.
know,
That's fair. I respect it.
I'm a mid southern, and I'm gonna stick with that. Okay, but yeah, so shout out to them. And we end up getting to our opening match of the night: Nathan Frazier and Axiom versus Idris and Malik. And I would say that this match was nothing but high flying. And what I also will say is that with Idris and Malik is that they don't get enough credit for the in ring talent that they have. Like, I know that now they're being showcased a little bit more, but I feel like at some point they should have been included in a lot of things dealing with tag team, period. But sometimes I feel like, I feel like they have that connection with the crowd, but there's always still something missing from them that just does not stick to make me feel as if like they can be like a top tag team in a sense. Even with Nathan and Axiom, I mean, they're a pair that just got put together in a sense because they can do some shit. But I mean, I do feel like Malik and it just are great as a tag team. Um, they have a lot of chemistry. They mesh well with each other. But also with this match here, like I say, it was just really really high flying. They put a lot of high flying stunts and they had me cross-eyed for a few minutes because there was just too much going on inside of this ring. But Nathan and Axiom did get the victory before Baron and Braun jumped their ass after the match and let it be known to the family that came out that they are coming for those tag titles and those are the tag titles that they want, and they will get their opportunity next week on NXT. As we move on, because we have Dijak out here, but Ilya Dragunov, of course, off a successful victory at Vengeance Day, he, sent his condolences or whatever to Trick and let him know that, they went to war and they had a banger of a match, which they did. And, he started talking trash about Mello, Dragunov. I like you, I do, but keep my man name out your mouth. And Dijak, he was just like, no, 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 we're not gonna be doing that. You are trying to run it. You are trying to run it back with the same people. You need some new challenges. And well, he definitely got that later on tonight when they went 1-on-1 in the main event. But every time I look around, like Dragunov is always getting popped in the face, and then he just bleed easily. Like this man, you can thump his forehead and blood just start gushing out. Like, what do they call people that's like can bleed easily? Ain't it
Prone,
like this?
injury prone, or never mind. I don't know, to be honest.
I thought it was a certain like medical terminology for that, but either way, Dragunov bleeds more than women. So,
Okay.
all right.
You.
So of course we know that Lexus King has been trying to persuade his way over to the Chase You girls and has been like really trying to get his thing going on with Thea and JC. And Riley is just not having it at all whatsoever. So they go 1-on-1 tonight. Really, really great match here. I thought maybe Riley would have gotten the victory, but he did not. And Lexus King is kind of on this dominating streak of his of running through, starting shit with people and actually standing on it. And girl, put that dumbass Justice for Trig sign down, please. But doing what he does best. And I know that you have a partaken a liking of Lexus King. Um, they did change their names, right, of what they called themselves.
Girl, I don't know what the hell they calling me. I'm not calling myself that shit. I ain't calling myself.
You trying to make sure?
I'm
Yes.
I don't even know. Girl, I'm so focused on Baron Corbin, I forgot Lexus King was even damn here. So good riddance. No offense, Lexus. I'm fucking with
Yeah,
it. But,
and you got
child, I don't know what the fuck he would be called. I don't even know what we would be called as a whole, to keep it above. Like, I
well.
don't know. But, it is what it is. You know, I like
Mhm.
seeing him get the victory. I don't mind it. But, it just is what it is. Like, what else are we going to, like, what else is going on?
That is true. Well, speaking of what else is going on, Melo he comes back, and every hill, everybody that goes hill always sits in that dark ass spotlighted ass scenery. There are so many
Mm-hmm.
who have went hill who have done this before.
Mm-hmm.
And Melo he comes out and he talks about Trick. He talks about saying that he's never been jealous of him and that Trick has mimicked him. He's always wanted to be Melo and everything. Like you start wearing your shades like me, you start sliding up on the ring like me, you start doing everything like me because you wanted to be Mellow. But Trick, you crossed me first, and
Mm-hmm.
now you can lay up in the hot Trick. He's like Trick is not coming back. He's gonna be laid up in the hospital bed next to Booker T, singing that dumb ass song. And it's just like I don't know. Like I'm here for every inch of this because it's been a minute since we've had heel Mello, and I think that Mello is so good at being a heel, honestly, that I don't even think if Trick was the one to have turned on Mello, I don't think it would have hit the same because
Yeah,
I don't look at Trick as being a heel, but Mello he can do his face thing, but when Mello's a heel, it's great for business.
it is.
I'm not gonna
It's
even lie.
better for his mic skills too,
It
cause he
is.
say the same shit. No offense, but he be like, "Mellow don't miss." Okay, we get it. Like, come on with something else. But this is great. He has that smirk on his face.
Mhm.
I'm feeling it.
He played the
I'm
crowd.
happy for you. I am gonna support the biggest heel in NXT right now, because I'm not the biggest Trick fan, but yeah,
It's
Mello
great.
had to. I'm just listen. Like I said,
Hmm.
Mello decided to show his true colors before Alex Shelley. So I
And we still haven't shown his true
and
color.
Shelly, you still ain't showed your true color. So, it takes a black man to be the standard and to open the door. So, Shelly, I hope if you're watching, I hope you inspire. I hope you're inspired by this and come Thursday, or no surrender whenever. But Melo is a real man. I will give him that. And
I don't
um
know. I don't know how Melo can be jealous of Trick when Melo has done enough in NXT to, like, I don't like this whole like Melo being jealous of Trick. Like, okay, Trick
I
is
don't
getting his stardom. I get that. You know what I'm saying? And then there was a point where Melo starts to kind of fall down the ladder of some
yeah,
things, and that's only to give the homeboy the spotlight, because
yeah.
if Trick and Melo had never came together, where would Trick have been? Melo was still gonna be who Melo was.
I don't think it's jealous of Trick. I think that the jealousy, because we talked about this briefly a little earlier, the jealousy is
Melo had
forming.
everything.
The
Okay.
jealousy is forming because he didn't want someone to be on his level. Now, do I think Trick is on his level? No. But do I think Melo felt like Trick was getting too high?
Mhm.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
that's a form of jealousy. I don't know if it's necessarily towards Trick, but
Hmm.
I think it's towards anybody that was in that position to be like, okay, he said it tonight.
Hmm.
You're my like caddy almost. Like,
Yeah.
when
Like
you
your
go golfing
homeboy,
and shit. Like he
homeboy.
made it clear that there was jealousy though. Like he did
Hmm.
Mello it was Mello created the thought of jealousy by what he said.
Hmm.
Because why was it so important to you to kind of take Trick out? So yes, I don't think he's actually jealous of Trick. I think he's jealous of someone being on that caliber. But I think it's an insecurity. I do. I think it's a bit of an insecurity because when you're at the top of the mountain, and this is why I don't really do singles. Like I'm not a really singles competitor because I do
Yeah.
enjoy tag team. I don't like to feel like, as crazy as it sounds, I don't like to always be the center of attention because I've always been the center of attention, even when I haven't asked. And with Melo's situation, he loves the attention and he doesn't want anybody else. So it's more, I'll say it's more envious
Hmm.
than jealousy. And it's more of a protection, thrive by an insecurity that he has. But I think that if he would have just really sat down and realized that Trick really not on his level, you know,
I
then
think it's, the crowd. I mean, like, it started to seem like,
yeah,
when Trick really started to kind of get into, when they went their separate ways, and Trick decided that he wanted to kind of do his own thing or whatever, work his way up, have those singles matches, get the theme song. He has the mic skills. I will never take that away for Trick. He can talk on the mic and everything, but he what everything that Melo has accomplished and done, like Trick has a long way to go. Like, yeah, you may have gotten your way into these matches and have won them, but you won the North American Championship. You didn't hold that long and you lost. So now you're starting back over and you're getting this momentum because the crowd is behind you. They're behind you because of your theme song, of course. Definitely, that's number one. They're also behind you because you're a face and that you separate yourself from Mello and that you're getting these opportunities. You're considered to be an underdog because people have looked at you as being on the side of Mello, have always looked at you as Mello's homeboy, the hype man,
absolutely.
everything. So now you're going into this mode where you're trying to show people that you're not just a homeboy, you're not just the side character, you're not just someone who's just helping Mello in whatever way. Like, you have your own story, your own path that you're trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? But I don't, like I said, I don't know if if Trick would have been this far if we didn't have Trick and Mello game. I feel like Mello would have still had
No,
it.
Trick definitely
Honestly,
wouldn't have.
I
Trick
feel
wouldn't have
like
got that far with Melo, but I'll say this: Trick wouldn't have been as long as champion if it wasn't for Trick. I mean, Melo wouldn't have carried on that reign if it wasn't for Trick. So I will say that. But he
I get
still
that.
would he still would have been, he's still it.
Yeah.
regardless. And that's the thing. Like Trick, you're not it on your own as much as you think you are. Melo is the reason why. Like, because it's always like that. It's like Batman and
Mm-hmm.
Robin. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they're not. I told you this, and I kept saying this. They are not a tag team. We are a tag team. We are a dominating force. We are always together, eat together, sleep together. Pause. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we are embedded in in one another every single day of our lives. Like, if we don't talk, that's just uncommon. Like I'll even like I'll send Santana something or she'll send me something. Like if we ain't talk, we gonna talk. Like, and it's not even just about the friendship. It's about the business. You know, we're in business together. We're not just friends. We're business partners. We are I consider, and I know Santana's gonna hate me for saying this, but like we sisters. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my kin. So what Trick and Mello had was a Batman and Robin type shit. What me and
Like
my girl
Mello
got,
is Batman.
huh?
Mello's Batman and Trick is
Yeah,
Robin.
definitely, 100%.
Mello is
Like
Sonic and Trick is Tails.
Trick, Trick, you have no one to blame but yourself for your late start because you was running behind Mello. I'm sorry, like I hate to be that person, but you was running behind Mello. You could have started your own thing, and then you win the North American Championship. 4 days later, it's gone. It's four. I don't even think. I think it was 48 hours.
Like 3 days.
You know. So at the end of the day, like that's why we take that tag team. We take it very serious because Mello and Trick were never. He was presented as Trick's leg. I mean, as Mello's leggy. So
Literally in the beginning stages.
like
Like
it did this newfound glory for Trick has just started. So if y'all think for 1 minute that Trick is on Mellow level, he gonna have to beat Mellow at Stand and Deliver for that. Like
but the
he
thing is that if he beats Mello, of course Mello's gonna go out to the main roster.
exactly
So that means that where does that leave Trick? Will Trick still have that same momentum if Mello is not around?
maybe
Will he still have it? Are y'all still gonna be singing "Whoop That Trick"?
they will
Are y'all?
they
I mean,
will
I'm
because
sure.
he's
I'm
getting the
sure.
Liv
But
Morgan treatment. If we're being honest.
oh,
Yeah, I said it. He's getting a Liv Morgan treatment. He's not a believable world champion, but because of fans, they might put the championship on him. Liv was not a believable champion. That's why in 99 days, that title returned to the same person she lost it from. And in a couple months, the queen came back because the queen is the queen. Okay? When you're her, when you're it, you can do that. Mello is him. And he said that. You know, I'm just saying, like, we have to be honest about this. And I know it's some super baby faces in the spectrum. Trick is gonna be fine, but Trick is not on Melo's level, baby. That man, my good Judy's man, honey, is clearing. Okay, so yeah, and it is what it is. Like it's okay. It's okay. Like I promise. Like it's fine. It y'all will eventually get over it like y'all got over Liv. And now guess what? Liv back and she trying to finish her story too. So
I'm sure that for Mello and Trick with
you
this
know,
feud of going into Stand and Deliver, it's going to be great. We don't have to worry about what the tension is going to be like. We don't have to worry about anyone lacking in when it comes to the promos or anything like that. Um, in the ring wise, come on,
come on.
it's not
They
touching
said
on.
so. I was in a room today. I was in Turnbuckle Talk for Black Wrestling Podcast, and somebody said that Trick's wrestling was ass. I'm paraphrasing, but they said that it was bad, and I never thought that people. He wrestles like Eddie to me from Tekken.
Very much so.
Yeah,
He reminds me so much of him
yeah.
in
Now
so many different ways.
I don't. It's sad because as much as I've watched Trick wrestle, I
Hmm.
I can't tell if he's bad or not. So that made me, because wrestling is obviously subjective, but that made me I want to go back and watch. Like,
I think that in the beginning stages, he was when he was just starting to get into the ring and stuff. I do feel like he was. You can tell that he was green. You can tell that he was just starting, and you know, learning some different things about himself. I
Yeah.
feel like now sometimes he moves a little too fast, and sometimes he doesn't pace himself in
Right.
matches too, though. So that also
Exactly.
kind of hinders him. So I feel like once he kind of learns his pace, learns what moves worked for him and what he's trying to execute within his own move set, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
He
Absolutely.
will be fine. But I mean, fuck, you're going against Dragonov.
Child. Good
I
luck.
don't know. Like that is a beastie man. I dig it that
Yeah,
much.
girl. I can't wait.
But I don't know. But shout out to my man, of course, as always, getting the people hot as always, and I'm so excited. So I'm ready
No
to see where
problem.
everything goes. Keep your think pieces because I don't give a damn. My man is him. My man is him. I don't give a damn what I gotta say. I'm hanging that photo.
I
Y'all
tweeted
talking
earlier.
about like my wall blank. Guess what? I'm putting that photo of Trick and Mello back here.
Hilarious. I tweeted today. I was like, be careful when you engage in dialogue with me because I don't take too many opinions and value them.
Mm-mm.
So be careful. Like when y'all be in
I
my
give a damn.
mention shit. I
I
only
don't.
value certain people's opinions because y'all be on some weirdo shit, especially
But
today. And
I
stop making them damn death threats for somebody.
literally like, come on now.
Like
Y'all are crazy as hell. Put your rallies away, okay?
y'all
The only
crazy as fuck.
the
And
only
then
rallies I eat,
the
I don't rallies I
rally,
go to is the place to eat at next to Checkers. Okay.
okay, the only
Um,
rally. That's the only rally
that's
that
the only
we
rally.
like. Y'all are crazy as hell. And if that's and I'm saying it now for the record,
uh,
if that ain't white privilege, I don't know what is. Y'all
y'all
didn't
had
go
so
this
many
hard.
times to march.
Y'all didn't go this hard for Naomi.
Y'all had so many times to march if y'all wanted to.
Yeah.
But now y'all wanna I honestly truly I just feel like y'all just trying to be the center of
Make a
attention
point.
for this whole thing and everything like that. Like
Y'all gonna go to Philly?
trying to
Oh,
make a moment, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's all it is. I was trying to make a moment and
yeah,
everything and stuff like that. If that's the case, y'all should did this shit last year when he lost.
exactly.
Where was the rally then? Where was the movement?
Outside of SoFi, apparently it was $100 to get out of that motherfucker. My Uber was like $100.
Oh hell no.
I walked all the way. Mind you, I was walking down Inglewood
Oh, I would have teleported.
in the like in the hood, like, and this is California hood. This is like Bloods, Crips, Rolling 20s. Like, come on now, like this is some real deal. And I literally stood in front of traffic and waited on my Uber. Like,
You look
WrestleMania is
like
foolish. So
you
be
look
careful
like
in Philly, because
you look
the police don't play. Them folks don't play in Philly. Like, I would have teleported this funny thing.
I'm
But
dead. Like
yeah, SoFi, everybody was outside SoFi and fake mad and shit. But girl, we
whatever.
gonna see. We gonna see, honey. We gonna be home based. We gonna be
I
popping our
am, honey.
popcorn,
'Cause
honey.
let me tell you something. I don't fuck with nobody. I don't fuck with people in Philly,
Mm-mm.
Philadelphia. I don't,
Hell
and
no.
definitely anybody in Detroit.
Fuck McMill,
Yeah, y'all gonna keep praying for times like this. I
girl.
take that. Like y'all
Man,
praying for times that Trick even be on the same level as Mother. But anyway,
oh shit.
the greatest. Look, come on. That
Give
is
it up.
basking in the heat right now. All your FUs, you know what to do with them. Okay.
That took
But we did get a we did get a y'all want to be asked on Thursday? Absolutely.
what?
Go ahead.
Ask.
He's going to the press conference thing for WrestleMania in Vegas,
I
Adrian.
know. What are we asking?
I guess about the rallies and stuff and the
Um.
the
Well, you
conversation
might
and
want
everything.
to. There might be somebody that might beat you to it. A little bald headed man who might be there. I don't know. So I listen. I want you to ask what you feel like is important. I might have to. We might have something to ask. Ask why Bailey went on that damn flyer. What the hell
She
you need?
might show up. Well,
I'm just
she
saying
might
she's a Royal Rumble winner. Come on, bro. EO.
hell, Ito's not even on there.
The Rock came back and just you think he's taking from the men? He's taking for everybody. He don't give a damn. Congrats. I don't y'all if y'all are happy, I'm fine. Women's wrestling succeeds in
Every capacity.
every capacity. So
We up. All right. Well, Oba did get a video package and everything too. I mean, like this man is coming in being extremely dominant.
yeah.
So he definitely looks like he has a bright future.
Mhm.
Amongst them, he's a big guy, but he moves really really well. I give him that much. So I'm ready to see what more Oba has in store being North American champion. All right.
Yeah. I know you said you weren't coming, so I don't know if you're here or not, but
It's okay. Well, here we are. Roxanne Perez versus Lola Vice, because and this match is the only reason why this match is happening because Lola Vice chose to be an idiot and go out there and cash in at the time that Roxanne and Laura were very much in their right mind. And it takes the pin and loses her opportunity to become NXT Women's
and
Champion.
took the pin though.
Took the fucking pin.
Shit, bro. Let me tell you. Let me tell you right now,
You're worse than Barry Corbin when he lost that
girl.
main
Yeah,
briefcase.
she
Like
done.
you have topped that
Oh,
honestly.
worst cash in ever. Let me tell you
Right.
something. I was sitting there with a family, because the road that I was on, it was me by myself, and it was a whole family, bro. When I tell you, when her music dropped, I let out the biggest hell no, like Maya from Girlfriends. And I literally got up and I said, she better lose. And I was like, Nikki, let it play out how it's going to play out, because I heard rumors too about her getting some backstage heat. And so I'm like, okay, maybe they finna get it off her. Alexia Lopez just got called up. Maybe this is like her punishment or whatever. Man, she cashed in and the crowd just goes wild. And I'm like, oh my God, these lame ass kicks. Like, are you Sonya Deville? I mean, my bad, not Sonya Deville, but Sonya Blade. Like, girl, get the fuck on. Like, that shit was trash. I know she added excitement to the match, but she definitely didn't. She didn't bring talent. Let's be for real about this. Like, let's be for real. Roxanne, Lyra, and then you add Lola, bruh. I thought she was finna win, and I put my head down because I didn't even want to know. I did not put my head up until I saw Lyra, and then the three, and I got up so bad, and I raised my title. I wasn't even gonna raise my title because I didn't want to be extra as hell because
Right.
behind me. But baby, when I tell you I raised that title so motherfucking high, because Lola, girl, you are a clown, girl. You need to go join the circus because that was terrible.
I
I know
don't
that.
know. But
Well,
I did say she would. I did say that, she may try to come out and cash in.
yeah, that was all you. That was all
Yeah.
you. I did not think she was gonna come out.
And me
And
personally,
up to a triple
the
threat, and
the
then
moment she came out, nasty.
mm,
Took the pin, bro. You took the
yeah.
pin.
I took the pin tonight.
Absolutely, she did. Her and Roxanne had a pretty decent match. I give it that much.
All right,
I
cool.
mean, Roxanne, of course, doing her thing. Lola, she showcased a little bit of something, inside the ring. I ain't giving her props or whatever yet until she actually do
Definitely
something
getting
about
better.
it. Yeah, she
She
all right.
went from fair to good.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
she went to bad to fair.
yeah,
Yeah,
she got a few more to go.
to go into good.
Very much so. But yeah, I mean, it was a cool match. And Tatum, of course, still carrying like Lola's contract or whatever, and being a part of the distraction of her losing this match tonight, laid out flat. I want to
Yeah,
hang this on my wall too. And I'm not even the biggest Roxanne Perez fan, but you
yeah,
know,
you're
maybe
right.
that should be Lola's favorite position is laying on her back because she's a fucking loser.
Hey yo,
Um, hey yo,
hey yo. That's some
but
milk.
listen, but yeah, so shout out to Roxanne for getting the victory. She is on a different mold right now. I don't know how far this is gonna go with Roxanne. I mean, you beat Lola. Okay, well, what's next? You know, what is the ultimate end goal for Roxanne here? She's changed. She's became a different person. But it's like, well, what else do y'all have for her that's gonna like have
Solidified.
everybody go crazy?
You got
There's like
let's
she
just be
deserves. She may want to have a rematch with Lyra again because Lola came in and became the problem,
now that
and
now.
then she actually goes off and beat Lyra this time,
Okay, girl, hold on, hold on. But
and
I
then
get it.
I'll come in the Rose.
Woo! The girlies would forget about Lola then.
Hey,
The horn dog.
wow. what that bald headed man that used to be in the audience? I don't really see him like that no more. The one I used to call Vin Diesel. I don't think
Um,
I don't think he really show up that often since Mandy's not there
or
no more.
he was probably there for Miss.
He was there for Mandy, but I don't see him like that no more. Oh well.
Definitely.
Um,
Oh,
yeah, all that happened backstage. I can't tell you what happened. It just seems as if like um the French Quarter people um have a problem with Nomandar and Orminsa. That's all I got for you. And then this was after Jakara and Lash were talking about what they're gonna do to Fallon Henley and with that girl Rian Sinclair. I hate her name, bro.
yeah. I don't know where
That's
that shit.
hate her name. It definitely sounds like she's been on a farm and with Fallon.
I mean, she kind of.
And the butter and shit, you know.
I mean,
I hate it. But speaking of them, they have their tag team match, and this is the first match, sort of, kind of that we've seen Jakara actually be in outside of the battle royal wise. But I don't really consider it to be much of a match, but like an actual match wise. Um, it's the first time we really see her back in the ring, doing some stuff. So like she's been training a little bit, but I'm still not understanding this thing that Fallon and Ren Sinclair has. It just seems like they have Ren siding with Fallon, I guess, to give her something to do, but I just don't see it here, and it kind of brings Fallon down a little bit, to be honest, for me wise, because Fallon is great in the ring, she is within her own right, but I just feel like with Ren, it's just like she's just kind of there in a sense, and
I think
you're
she's getting used to being in front of a bigger crowd. Like the NWA crowd is like half of this,
yeah.
and I just feel like maybe she's just because she is a good wrestler. I've seen her. It might just be the dance partner, but she's pretty good. Um, but
Mhm.
a lot of more work. I mean, Lash Legend was green as hell, so
She was.
she's definitely gotten better. Tiffany Stratton,
Mhm.
I think it has a lot to do with your presentation on TV and stuff. We'll see. I know a lot of people don't like her because of the comments that she made about Bianca. So she better start wrestling, because they coming after you, girl.
They didn't already started.
Yeah.
uh, but Lash and Zakara did get the victory
Yes,
in this, and
sir.
they look good as hell. I'm not gonna lie, they look great. I really wish that I know that NXT doesn't have the tag team titles anymore, but I really wish they would be utilized down here on NXT too. I really
Yeah.
do. I just feel like you have tag teams here, and at one point they were talking about going after the tag team titles, and then boom, nothing happened because Sonya ended up getting injured, and then now we just I don't know. They kind of keep with the main roster, so it's kind of taken away from the opportunities that the girls who are tagging down there in NXT get opportunities. So who knows? Maybe they'll call that shot against the Kabuki Warriors or some shit. Who knows?
Who
Maybe.
knows?
Speaking of calling her shot, Jada Parker obviously has unfinished business with what's her name, Ariana, or whatever,
Adriana Rizzo.
Adriana Rizzo. Yeah, her. It's so funny because never mind. I'm not going to because then I'll be getting personal, and I don't need y'all in my business. So I
Oh,
I just tell you off camera. Uh, but like I said, Jada obviously, like I said, has some unfinished business with her, and she wanted her opportunity to take on her next week. So they'll have their one-on-one match, and because Ava is on the screen here, y'all wrong as hell for having a girl deactivate her Twitter because y'all want to send her death threats off of the strength of because of who her father is and what the fuck they got going on over
right.
there. Whatever has going on with her family member and stuff like that does not have anything to do with her. So I really y'all like honestly, truly, y'all bothering her over some shit that got something to do with her father and cousins and all this shit like there. That's stupid as hell for having her delete her Twitter and then her Instagram. She turned all her comments off because y'all ain't got no fucking sense. Why are y'all badgering this girl for what? What can she do? Nothing.
It's
She
sad.
can't do anything. She's not in control of that. Y'all crazy as hell for bothering her. Y'all crazy as hell for having her delete her Twitter. Y'all crazy as hell for first of all even sending threats to her or anything in that capacity. Like y'all are crazy. Y'all really sick in the head. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Y'all will make people a lot of people like stop. Some people have already said like, "Oh, y'all don't make wrestling fun anymore because y'all do stupid shit." Y'all are really, really going crazy over this here. I'm very sure that if it was somebody else other than The Rock that took Cody's spot or that Cody gave his spot to, y'all would not be acting this way. I'm telling you,
Absolutely not.
y'all would not. So,
But yeah, good riddance. Please stop the weirdo shit, because a lot of y'all motherfuckers is just crazy as hell.
some of y'all ain't even bathed today, and y'all going crazy.
And y'all hide behind
These
y'all
fake
hide
ass accounts
man.
all day, and y'all talk all y'all shit, and y'all be sitting there just musty.
We'll see what happens in Philly.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, so I don't know. Ava's been doing a great job as GM thus far, and I mean, hey, you know, girl's in charge.
Yeah, shit, I love this scene though. Jada Parker's a damn star, baby. She was
She is.
like less, and oh, I appreciate you. She got it, bro.
Mhm.
She looks good as hell. Like
She does.
so poised. She's so just. Ugh, I love it. Q. OTM is what people wanted from Hero, like just believability. And this is not a diss, but
Yeah,
the way that y'all made Hero and booked them, that shit was crazy. Like y'all were almost like making fun of the culture
to
with
be honest.
it feels like a more blended. It's
Hmm.
very Afro Latino to me. I don't know. Like I don't know everybody's heritage and everything, but it's very like a mixture of black culture, Hispanic culture, Afro Latino culture, like just a mixture of a few things that I think that needs to be represented. Now I know that a lot of people have problems with their gimmick because it is like gang banging and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if they don't have an issue with it, then I don't see the problem. And it's also, if you saw their entrance, it's GTA.
It
So
literally is. It's so Saints Row, so
oh yeah,
GTA.
like, it's literally that. So stop fucking complaining because y'all the same ones that was begging about some hit role, and they all look cheap as hell. So
Still do.
to this day,
So, but yeah, we end up getting into our main event, Dragunov versus Dijak. Cool match. Like I said, Dragunov bleeds more than women. And that's I mean that's something I don't really have much to say, to be honest, because
that man
I
a layup.
mean, huh?
They gave that man a layup.
To be
It was
honest,
a match, but it was a layup win.
it was because I think it's moving forward into something way more than
Yeah.
just that. But Dragunov did get the victory, and like I said, you got to keep my man name out your mouth because Mello, of course, definitely heard what Dragunov had to say, and well, he let it be known that I'm not the one to play with right now. And Mello is definitely like in like he just has that heelness to him that just works. Like the facial expressions, the way that he just carries himself in any capacity, he just makes a great heel. And so I do have a feeling that maybe we're going to be running back Mello and dragging off again. But this time, I guess whenever Trick gets out the hospital with Booker T, they can wrap their way all the way back to the NXT, and maybe it goes from there somewhere like that. So I don't know. We're kind of on our roll to Stand and Deliver. I know they're gonna have Roadblock, but it's like an NXT special. So I'm sure that as time gets closer to WrestleMania and Stand and Deliver, um, we could be looking at something much bigger. Hell, Melo could go off and beat Dragunov, become champion, and then him and Trick face each other for the championship, and then boom, Trick becomes champion that way, and then he, finish his story and does whatever that, and then the next day, I don't know, Dominic Mysterio come out there and beat him for the championship, and then we right back to square one. But that's just my way of thinking, and everything like that. And then, like I said, next week we do have the NXT Tag Team Championships on the line. Tony D'Angelo and Staggs versus Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin, which I do have a feeling that Braun and Baron are going to probably take these titles off of them because Tony and Staggs, I mean, they've been doing a-okay for the most part as champions, but I think it's about time to move it along. But I mean, it all depends on how long Braun is going to be down here too, because he still has to make his decision on if he's going to go to Raw or is he going to go to SmackDown. Me personally, yeah, I think you'll be a great addition to the Monday Night Raw brand because they need that assistance over there. But I mean, that pretty much brings us to the end of NXT, and I hope you guys definitely enjoy that. Vengeance Day, like I said, was really good show. Tonight's show was of course the aftermath of Vengeance Day, and I hope you guys enjoyed both of those shows. I hope you guys enjoyed it here in the Shake Is Den for NXT Uncut. Girl,
Yeah.
why are you surprised that Roxanne beat J Lo?
Girl, who said that?
Joseph, why
Oh.
would you be why would you be surprised?
Well, anyway, here's a picture of a real champion. So I got to
What's
meet Lyra. This is great.
mm-hmm.
So I know my picture looks different from everybody else's meet and greets, but this is what I wanted and I got it. And Champ, honey, new and
Period.
old, I can go, honey. She was great. I got to talk to her for a little minute. Awesome. But yeah, it was a great show. They did a great job. Sean
Mm-hmm.
is orchestrating some great stuff behind the scenes. In order
Yeah.
to do the meet and greet, you had to donate. So I waited in line for about 2.5 hours, donated my stuff to Clarksville, Tennessee. That's why they hosted it, to bring more money and funds to families who were affected by the early tornado that happened this year. And it
Mm-hmm.
was a good opportunity. I did not think we were going to get champions on the meet and greet. I'm going to be honest. I thought it would be like the NIL people, or like JC Jane and them, since they had their calendar. But it was really nice, and it was great to meet Lyra because she's definitely someone who has grown on me. She sold me with that real match. So, you know.
Yeah, still a talked about match for that with her and Rhea.
But yeah,
But yeah, we thank you guys as always, the same for you guys coming in, hanging out with us here on your Tuesday night for NXT Uncut. We
yes.
will be back on Thursday for TNA. We do have a interview coming out for Black History Month Spotlight with Mackenzie Morgan.
Woo!
She is Memphis Women's World Champion and everything. So definitely check out that interview. Nikki sat down with her and they talked about, of course, being Tennessee natives, as well as some other things dealing with wrestling and being black and wrestling, all this stuff too.
And I
We
got to
do
tell
have
you
yeah.
what the spotlights are, because y'all gotta wait, because it's a big surprise, honestly. Big surprise.
Yeah, and we do have some other interviews also dropping this month too for Black History Month Spotlight. We have completed them all, and they are just now in the process of getting ready to drop for you guys. So I hope you guys definitely have been enjoying those. If you missed the Jada Stone one, definitely go back and watch that before you watch Mackenzie Morgan's one, and then so on and so forth. We will be back on Sunday for Reality TV Fix. Of course, we missed this past Sunday because Vengeance was going on, and we wanted to watch that show and everything like that. And Nikki was there too, so that's on that. Other than that,
What
I
do we got?
mean,
Baddies. We got,
that is, we do have to start loving WE.
yeah.
I know that y'all have. I know people have already watched it. I haven't looked anything that y'all posted. I've scrolled right past. I'm not looking at nothing. Y'all not gonna run up. And I don't know why y'all always gotta come to social media and post what y'all seen on the show as if everybody have seen it. Calm down, okay? Like, calm down. We get it.
We get
Let
it.
everybody else get an opportunity. Don't be pissing me off.
We'll start with that first, and then get
Yeah.
Rachel.
Yeah, we need to, see what it's like and everything like that. So we're definitely gonna watch it there. So it'll be a big watch along for you guys. But that is only on Twitch only. So you need to follow
Yeah.
Nikki's Twitch at Nikki Bougie, or you can follow mine at Holistic, whichever one you prefer.
Mhm.
I dropped a video today for the game trailer for 2K24, and
Mhm.
also talked about some of the other things that have dropped for
Mhm.
2K24 on my YouTube channel at Holistic, so you can look at that stuff there today.
And then we
What else?
also yesterday we talked to Miss T.
Mm-hmm.
2K's very own. That interview will be dropping. Santana has a lot on her plate right now, so that's her decision whenever it drops. But it will be pretty soon because she did talk about a lot of stuff that was relevant to 2K, and we talked Cody Rhodes and The
Mm-hmm.
Rock, and we talked so much. So, blessings on blessings on blessings. So,
Mm-hmm.
you
Well,
know,
I'd say maybe we can get some more gamers in here and talk to them too, and stuff like that. Since we kind of do gaming and everything, I think that'd be kind of cool
that'd be
and stuff
dope.
like that too. But we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll
We might
see.
even have more spotlights for people who haven't responded to my text, but may have. We might bring some more men on. We have one man for the spotlight thus far, and he is the man. I can't, he ain't Becky, okay, but he is someone who is talked about a lot, okay, like a lot in the black wrestling spaces and just general. I'm not gonna drop the name because I'm just not. We just not. Y'all gonna have to pull up. And once again, if y'all want to know what we thought about Cody and all that bullshit going on, y'all gotta watch the show from yesterday. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, thank y'all for supporting Joseph and everybody who was in the comments as well. Santana, take us home.
Absolutely. I hope everybody's at home, honestly.
I'm not.
But well, obviously not.
I'm slow.
Obviously not. But you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Like I said, we'll be back on Thursday for TNA. Because of course we're gearing up for No Surrender. We also got to talk about some of the matches that were also announced for No Surrender 2, and other things like that. So we thank you guys so much as always. Like I say, for hanging out with us here. Come back Thursday for TNA Wrestling, the greatest post show alive. And also be on the lookout for that interview dropping with Mackenzie Morgan at 10 a.m. on the Shaker's Den. Shout out to Battleground Podcast, as always, for having us here to allow us to do our thing that we do. This has been your NXT Uncut in the Shaker's Den, where it is invite only. Bye.